So this video is basically to explain you all how we use Selenium Maven project with TestNG to automate this e-commerce website, e-commerce platform. So I will be first explaining the process that we chose to automate, because there are a lot of things that we have to consider. So we choose a particular path. It's kind of, we decided to automate the happy path of the customer, where the customer logs into the platform with valid credentials, and then he chooses a category from these three categories. I will show you the path actually. So the first thing is, customer comes into this this platform with using this URL, and then he clicks on the sign in. Once he clicks on the signing, he should be redirected into a place like this, a page like this. So this is where the login is existing. Then he types the username and the password. So we are going to test a valid username and a valid password. So therefore the customer should be able to log into the system successfully. Once he enters, he clicks on sign in. Then he should be redirected into this kind of a home page with this information and this first navigation bars, and with all of this shopping cart and everything. So once he logs into this, he clicks on this women category from these three categories, and then he should be redirected into this women's page where the these kind of items are existing. Then this user who move his mouse point into this one of these items like this. So this these options should be visible. So we thought the customer is adding multiple items to his shopping cart. So once he move his mouse point over this item, he should be able to add this item to the cart. So he's clicking on add to cart, and this item should be in the cart. So this kind of a window should be appear. Then he clicks on continue shopping, and again these items will be appearing. Then he clicks on hover over another item, and again these options should be visible, and again he clicks on add to cart, and this should be appear. Then again he clicks on this cross button, and so now he should have two products in his cart, and he clicks on the cart and go inside the shopping cart. So this is how the shopping cart actually looks like. And once he is in the shopping cart, he clicks on increasing. He want to increase the quantity, so he clicks on this, and the number then should be increased as 2. So once he's done with these operations inside the cart, he clicks on proceed to checkout. Now he's going to purchase the items in his cart. So we assume there's no errors happening because we consider the happy path of the customer. So once he clicks on proceed to checkout, then because he's a sign-in user, he automatically redirected into the third page of the payment process. So he's in the address page, and because he's an already sign-in user, the billing address and delivery address is already in the system, so those should be also visible like this. So then he types a message here, and then he clicks again on proceed to checkout. He wanted to ask something. He is able to change after delivery likewise, and then he clicks on proceed to checkout. Then he should be on the fourth step, which is shipping. So this is where he can check and he can choose the shipping method and all. So shipping method is already chosen. So then he needs to read the terms of service and click on agree. Then only he will be able to proceed to payment page. So that he clicks on the read the terms of services, and then we assume that he reads that and clicks on cross button, and then he tick this checkbox saying that I agree to the terms of service and will adhere to them unconditionally. Then he is done with the shipping part and clicks on proceed to checkout. Then he is in the final stage. So he has two options here. So we think that he is going with the first option, which is the pay by bank wire, and he will be redirected into this page. And now he's going to confirm his order. He clicks on confirm. I confirm my order. So he's done with the payment, and this kind of a thing should appear. So then we draw the mind map for the process we identified and we thought of automating. So we draw something like this so that the important parts that we are going to miss won't be missing, because we have the basic idea of what we are going to automate. And then we wrote test cases based on this mind map. So this is where we wrote our test cases, and we had few test suites and a few test cases because we consider the process of adding multiple items to the cart and then proceeding with the checkout. Yes, once we are done with that, we started writing the our test cases. So in here we use we used a Maven project, as I told you before, and we use TestNG as well. So Maven is easy to use because we have this pom.xml file where we can add all the dependencies very easily, and we use TestNG. It has various reporting methods which is not inbuilt in Selenium, so we can get all the reporting in a nice manner. And also we use the POM architecture in order to build the project structure of ours. So the first thing we did is we have a test-based .java class where all the basic things that we need in our entire project exist in this test-based Java class. So we wrote everything, the username, password, and we declared the driver information and all the things in here. And then we have few other packages like config, where all the basic information that we will be using in our project will exist. And then we had the pages, because in our project there are several pages, and that the usage redirect in one by one. So for each of those pages we had one Java class like this. For login page we had something like this. So all the element selectors, the experts, and everything exists here. So this is the design method that we use, page factory. And then the payment page and product page, shopping cart, all the things we wrote inside this pages package. And then we had test data package in order to store our multiple data like Excel files and external data files. And then we had util class, util package, where some of the external things that we use, like screenshots and everything, we stored in this util package so that we can easily access everything and it's very easy to refer them. And then inside this test Java, again, we had few another packages. So this is where the actual test files were existing. So for each of the pages that we've declared here, we had a separate test class where the test is existing. So it looks like this. So it's combined with all the pages that we've declared in the pages package. And we used TestNG annotations so that it was really easy for us to execute the test cases. So the before method is the first function that is going to be executed, and then test. After test, the after method will be executed. So likewise, we structured our project, and so this step definition is where we use behavior driven testing, and we used Cucumber. And inside this resources folder, we used a feature file, and inside that we wrote our login.feature and payment, likewise all the feature files inside this. And then the step definitions for those we wrote inside this. And the executor is test runner, where we call all the login feature and all the feature files inside this. And I will be executing this the TestNG project first, and then the Cucumber project next. Okay. So another thing that I missed is because we have to execute all the test cases, all the test files that we inside this project. We use this testng.xml file. So inside that, we have declared all the files inside the project, so that once we execute this XML file, it will execute all the files inside this XML file, so that it's easy for us to capture all the things. And also we use this extent reports, which is not an inbuilt one, but we can easily integrate that. So I will show you the extent report as well. It is very clear, and we can easily get the idea how much of the test is passed, the percentage and everything, where the code breaks and everything. And also we used an event listener as well inside this. So this web event listener, it is kind of a logger where in the console it places all the logs, what is happening in the code and everything. And also we use log4j as well. It is another logger that we can keep eye on what's happening when the test is executing. So I will execute this XML file so that we can see how it runs. This is the first step, where the user is navigating into the URL of the e-commerce site. Then the next step, where he's going to click on sign in and enter the user credential and clicks on the login button. And then he should be able to log in into the home page, where all the categories and everything is existing. Then the next thing is he's going to the women's category and select multiple items, adds multiple items into his cart. Then the next thing, once he is done with adding multiple items, then he's going to the cart and do some operations there. Then he's writing the message and going to shipping page, and he's in the final stage payment. So for that, we had another separate test file. Okay, so the total test run is 5 and passes is 5. So this is the event listener, and it has logged everything that happens inside when the test is executing. Okay. So I will be showing you the test reports. How does it look? So this is the extent report, and it shows everything that we need to know: the time that it took to execute, and the number of test cases, and the pass test cases and fails, and everything, the environment that the test was executed. So it is really easy for us to see everything. And this is the TestNG report. In there also we have details that we need to know, like this. This is inbuilt in TestNG. So these are the reports. So now I will be executing the BDD project. So using this test runner, we can execute all the test cases, all the tests inside this feature folder at one time. So it's running as a JUnit test. So the same process is happening. So BDD used because then the client of the project can easily tell the team that what he actually needs in the project. So Cucumber has a separate report generator. So it also it has a in console, it logs everything that happens when the test is executing. So I will be showing you the Cucumber report as well. Before that, this is how we actually wrote the login feature. So we use these simple keywords that that we can use in Cucumber. So it's really easy for the customer to state what actually he needs in the project. This is how the Cucumber report is showing. It has everything inside the feature file, the scenarios that we have, and the test cases, and it shows the past test cases like this. So next, we used Apache JMeter as a performance tester. So we inside that we created a test plan, and this is how we tested our e-commerce site, and I will show you how it executes and how it shows the results. So at the initial stage, we tested with 10 users, 10 concurrent users, and this is how it looks like when it's executing. So it shows the status with tick, which means that for 10 users, it's okay. There's no any breakpoint. Likewise, we can keep on testing until we found the threshold values. And also we tried to install Jenkins and execute for continuous integration, but we couldn't do that since it gives an error like this. So all the 3 members in our group had Java 17, 16 versions, so that it says that Jenkins is not supporting for those Java versions. So that because of that, we couldn't actually complete that part of the assignment. So that's actually what we did in our project. And thank you.